What's up guys, my name is Faisal Al-Edaily and welcome back to another episode of Algebra. Today we're going to be checking on how to subtract, add, and multiply and divide unlike fractions. So first of all, we have 3 over 5 plus 2 over 3. Now there are 4 ways you can do this. The first one is the scissors. So we multiply the first denominator by the second one. So 5 times 3. And then 3 times 5. Now, if we just multiply the denominators, the numerators will get sad. So, what we can do is also multiply the numerators with the other denominator. So, we have times 3 times 3, and then times 5 times 5. This doesn't look like it too. There we go. So, we have 3 times 3, which is equal to 9, over 3 times 5, that's 15. And then plus 2 times 5, that is equal to 10. And then 3 times 5 is 15. So now we can add the numerators since they are like fractions because they have the same denominator. So 9 plus 10 is 19. So the answer is 19 over 15. Now you could leave your answer like this, but there is a way to make it into a mixed number since it is an improper fraction. So, how many 15s fit into 19? That's just 1. So, the whole number is 1. And then the remainder will be 4. So, we have 4 over 15, which is just the denominator. So, the answer is 1 and 4 over 15. Or, you can make it 19 over 15. Both work. Now, there's another way you can do this. And I like to call it cross multiplication. So first of all, you multiply these two numbers, 5 times 3, so it's 15. And let's make this line, let's make it longer, because you'll see why. Next we have 3 times 3. You multiply like this, diagonally. 3 times 3 is 9, plus the other one, which is 2 times 5. 2 times 5 equals to 10. So we have 9 plus 10, and we know that 9 plus 10 is equal to 19. And then you could also simplify it and make it into a mixed number. So 19 over 15 is equal to 1, and 4 over 15. So those are the two answers. They're the same thing. 19 over 15 or 1 and 4 over 15. Let's try another example like that, but this time it's different. There are 2 other ways we didn't see because there are 4 ways, and we explained 2 of them right here. The other 2 are going to be in this example. So the first one is the growing up. So how does 2 turn into 6? By multiplying by 3, right? So let's multiply the whole first fraction, 1 over 2, by 3. So 1 times 3 is 3. Okay, let me make it like white. 1 times 3 is 3, and then 2 times 3 is 6. And then the second fraction, just leave it. So now we have 3 over 6 plus 3 over 6, and then add the numerators, we'll have 6 over 6. And that does not look like a 6. You can divide those. 6 over 6 is equal to 1, so the answer is just 1. And 6 over 6 also works, but 1 is a more simplified answer, so that's more correct. The last one is called the LCM, the lowest common multiple. What is the lowest common multiple of 2 and 6? Well, 2 is a multiple of 6, or 6 is a multiple of 2, so that means that it's just 6. So then we will see, let me just do over 6 plus over 6. And then it equals 2 over 6. Now, 2, how did it become 6? Times 3. And then how does 6 become 6? It's just times 1, so we don't do anything. So 2 times 3 is just 6. 3 times 1 is 3, so we'll have 3. And then we know that 6 times 1 equals 6, so 3 times 1 is just 3, so we don't do anything to it. 3 plus 3 is 6, and of course 6 over 6, just like last time, is 1. So it's still the correct answer. But these don't always work. the growing up one doesn't always work. The next one, we have a subtracting example. So let's do it. First example, let's do the growing up. So how does 5 become 10 times 2? So we multiply the first fraction by 2. So we have 10 minus 10 equals to 10. Before we do that, or let me just do this first of all. So now we multiply the numerator here, 2, by 2, since 10 divided by 5 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4, and then 4 minus 3, I guess, is 1. So 1 over 10 is the answer. And you can't really simplify 1 over 10, it's just keep it. The next one is the lowest common multiple, and the lowest common multiple of 5 and 10 is just 10, so we're just going to have 10. So 10 minus 10 equals to 10. And how does 5 become 10? We know it's multiplication by 2, so 2 times 2 is 4, and then 3 over 10, let's just keep it as it is. And then 4 minus 3 is 1, so that's the answer, 1 over 10. The same thing. Let's try another subtracting equation, but this time we can do the second, or the third and fourth ways, the scissors and the cross multiplication. So let's do cross multiplication first. So, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. 7 times 3, that is equal to 21. So we'll have 21 minus 21. That's a long line right there. 21 minus 21 equals to 21. So we have 7, or not 7. Oh yeah, okay. I forgot to tell this, but when you do subtraction, you have to do it in a specific order when cross multiplying. You have to do the biggest one first. So 5 times 3, that's the bigger one. So let's do that first of all. 5 times 3 is equal to 15. So let's do 15 over 21. And then the other one is 7 times 2, which is 14. So we have 15 over 21 minus 14 over 21. And that equals to 1 over 21. So that's the answer, 1 over 21. Next is the scissors, so we're going to multiply this by 3. So times 3, and then times 3, and then the other one by 7, times 7, and then times 7. So we have 5 times 3, that's 15, and then 7 times 3 is 21, minus 2 times 7, that's 14. 3 times 7, that's just 21, and then 15 minus 14 is just 1. So we have 1 over 21. So it's also the same answer. So that's it for adding and subtracting fractions. Here it is. Now let's move on to multiplication and division. So let's go there now. So our first multiplication example is this. 3 over 4 times 2 over 3. Now there's only one way to multiply, and it's actually very simple. It's even simpler than addition and subtraction. First of all, multiply these. 3 times 2 is 6. Then multiply these. 4 times 3 is 12. And bang, you have the answer. Now, you can simplify 6 over 12. So, the highest common factor of both of these is 6. So, let's divide both sides by 6. 6 divided by 6 is equal to, 6 divided by 6 is 1, over 12 divided by 6 is 2. So, the answer is 1 over 2. And it's that simple. Next we have 24 over 30 times 12 over 18. Now these are big numbers, so it will be hard to multiply them, and then we would also have to subtract them or simplify them. So that's going to take a lot of work. Instead, you can just subtract or simplify them right now. So 24 over 30, the greatest common factor, is 6. 24 divided by 6 is 4. 30 divided by 6 is 5. And then times 12 over 18. GCF is 6. 12 divided by 6 is 2. and then 18 divided by 6 is 3. And then now we can multiply them. 4 times 2 is 8, 5 times 3 is 15. So 8 over 15 is the correct answer. And it's as simple as that. Next we have division. There's an expression called keep, change, flip. So you keep the first fraction. Keep it, just write it again. 3 over 5. And then change the division symbol, make it multiplication. So we have 3 over 5 times 2 over 7, and then flip 2 over 7. So the reciprocal basically. So make the numerator the denominator, so 2, and then the denominator the numerator. So instead of 2 over 7, we have 7 over 2. So now we multiply these. So we'll have 3 times 7 is 21 over 10. And we can also simplify this and make it a mixed number. So it'll be 2 and 1 over 10. That's the mixed number. So the answer is 21 over 10 or 2 and 1 over 10. Next we have 4 over 3 over 2 over 5. Now this is another way to show division. So we have basically what this means is 4 over 3 divided by 2 over 5. Now using keep, change, flip, let's keep the first fraction 4 over 3, and then change division to multiplication, and then 2 over 5 over 2. That's reciprocal. That's a hard word. Reciprocal. 4 times 5 20, and then 3 times 2 is 6. 20 over 6, which is equal to 3 and 2 over 6. And you can also simplify this even further. You have 2 over 6 is equal to 1 over 3. So we have 3 and 1 over 3. So 20 over 6, or 3 and 2 over 6, or 3 and 1 over 3. And I guess 10 over 3 also works. That's another answer. So there's 4 answers. So that's it for the division and multiplication. And that is also it for today's video. So if you enjoyed it and found it educational, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Turn that button gray, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.